Shalom, Brakte Yahweh, Brakte Yahushai, Brakte Yahweh, Brakte Yahushai, Brakte Yahweh, Brakte Yahushai. Let's give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, to belongs to the apostles, elders, and bishops, Red Millstone, that taught us this word. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect across the planet Earth, pushing this truth, and sincerity, and the truth. I just want to talk about the heathen, and these other nations, and how they're gonna go into slavery as well, man. We're gonna get, our revenge on these heathens. Well, the elect of Israel, first fruits of the kingdom. They're gonna get, their revenge on the heathen. They're gonna go into slavery, man, under the elect of Israel, man. These other nations, these Africans, these Arabs, you know, these Asians, Moabites, Chinese, Japanese, Ammonites, all the heathen, man, because they played their part in our downfall as well, man. We went into captivity under them as well. The Lord said, "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity," man. So these other nations, they're going into captivity, right along with Esau. The first scripture is Isaiah 16:10. "Of the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their king shall minister unto thee. For my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor I have shown mercy. I had mercy on thee." Yeah, sons of strangers are going to build up thy walls, just like we built up the walls, here in America. They're going to build up our walls, man. And the king shall serve us as well, man. They're going to serve the elect. They're going to serve Israel, man. Scripture say they're going to bind their kings with fetters of iron, and their nobles with chains. Verse 11, "Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought." The gate shall be open continually. They're always going to be bringing their riches, unto the elect, unto the nation of Israel, man. The riches, that's what the forces of the Gentile, their forces mean. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. So they're going to be, very eager to please, the men of the Lord, the nation of Israel, man, the elect. These other nations are very eager. So it says, "For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. They shall be utterly wasted, and the glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee. Fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together to beautify the place of my sanctuary. And I'll make the place of my feet glorious. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet. And they shall call thee the city of the Lord Yahushai, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel." Yes, as the sons of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and they that despise thee shall bow themselves, man. And we are greatly, despised on this side. We're greatly despised. All the nations, with their little mockings and, their insults and, whatever it is, man. All the nations despise us, man. The Arabs as well as the Africans had their role in putting the Israelites in slavery, man. It wasn't just, Amalek and Esau, they had help. But yeah, let me flip this over. AMP, Isaiah 16:11. Your gates will be open continually, they shall not be shut day or night, so that the people may bring to you the wealth of the nations, with their kings led in procession. Yeah, that wealth, man. Just like they stole all our wealth, man, they're gonna bring us their wealth. Yeah, the sons of those who oppressed you will come bowing down to you in submission, you know, and all those that despised you and treated you disrespectfully will bow down at the soles of your feet. Yeah, disrespectful. We're very disrespected, man. The Israelite man, mainly, the so-called black man, is not respected at all in this place, man. So yeah, the Israelites, the elect, mainly the elect, are gonna get their revenge, man. It says, just flipping it to Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, made no accounts of his labor. Yeah, we're dealing with that. We're seeing that now. The prophets are out there, you know, in the face of such as have afflicted him. And when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. They shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. Yeah, they must believe they're fearing, man. Bringing out these prophecies and breaking down these scriptures, man. And then when that salvation comes, when the Lord comes in that fathership, man, they get delivered. That strangeness, that strange salvation, because the world's never seen anything like that before. They're going to be amazed. All people are going to see that. The elect being beamed up. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this is he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. Yeah, so yeah, they're gonna know, like, man, we had these people in derision, and we hated these guys, we disrespected these people. Just like we afflicted these people, man. We discriminated against these people. We hated these people. Like we just read, the sons of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee. So they're gonna know what they did, man. That's right. It says right here, how is he numbered among the saints? How is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot among the saints? Therefore we have erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness not rose upon us. Because they're gonna realize that day, man. They're gonna realize, who the real people are, man. The saints. This is Ezekiel 39 and 21. And I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed, and my hand that I have laid upon them. So the house of Israel shall know that I am the Lord their power from that day forward. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they have trespassed against me. Therefore I hid my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they by the sword. And that's how they're going to err from the way of truth. So they didn't know the truth. They thought that they were just better than us. Therefore, they're going to understand this in that day. And they're also, at their judgment, they're going to come bending unto the knee, and all they despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet. And they shall call thee the city of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Yahweh Yahushai, city, the Zion, the monument of the Holy One of Israel, man. The city, Yasher Allah, man. The Israelites are going to finally get their respect. Psalms 2:8. asking me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession, and thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, and thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Yeah, so it ain't gonna be no nice bullshit, man. It's gonna be a dictatorship, man. You know, under Yahweh Shai, man, it's gonna be ran very austere and strict. You know, we read, they that will not come bowing down, for nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. Yeah, you know, that rod of iron, man. Thou shalt break them with the rod of iron, man. So it's bad times for these heathens, man. You know, they erred from the way of truth. They're anguishing with spirit within themselves, man. Yeah, you know, we fools. We counted his life madness. But the Lord's, you know, it's all part of the Lord's judgment. It says right here, and the heathen shall know the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, man. Yeah, but you know, for those that endure, man, this revelation, that's why you want to endure unto the end, man. You know, demons messing with you, heavy, messing with your mind, heavy, to where you just bugging out, driving home from work, just bugging out, man, in your mind. Or however it is that you, whatever it is that you're dealing with, man, you have to endure unto the very end, man. That's Revelation 2 and 25. But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come, man. So hold on to this truth. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, man. To him will these other nations come bowing down, man. Licking the dust off your feet, meaning being submission, being in full submission unto you, man. Bowing down themselves at the soles of thy feet, man. Complete and total submission from these other nations, man. It says, to him will I give power over the nations. To who? And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, just like we read in Psalms. As the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. Yeah, man. Yes, he that overcomes the world through believing that Yahweh Shai is the Son of the Most High Yahweh, and he who keeps my deeds, doing things that please me, doing the work, man, keeping the faith until the very end. The very end, man. Until the missiles drop, man. Even in your concentration camp, man, you get hemmed up, you get thrown into that concentration camp, you get thrown into alligator Alcatraz, or wherever it is that you may end up. It says, to the very end, man. To him will I give authority and power over the nations, man. To the very end, man. Even if that means you have to face death, you know, to the very end, man. Scripture says that he's that faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life. The Lord said that, man. Faithful unto death, and I'll give thee a crown of life, man. So this thing is to the very end, man. No matter what it is that you're dealing with. Yes, 2nd Ezra 6:56. As for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing but like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them to the drop that falleth of a vessel. Yeah, so the Lord likened these other nations as, you know, the other people that also came out of Adam, these other nations, man. The Lord likened them unto spit, man. That's how the Lord feels about them, man. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us, to devour us, man. So yeah, man, this is all punishment from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Part of these curses that we have to deal with, man. These heathens that are under us, man, that are nothing. And so don't get discouraged, man. Like Esau or these other nations, man, they disrespect you or whatever. They despise you, man. Don't discourage that. And the Lord sees these other heathens as nothing, man. And they're gonna be nothing in the kingdom, man. They're gonna bow themselves down to you at the soles of thy. They're gonna bow down at the soles of your feet, man. You just read it. Thou shalt bow down themselves at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee, the city of the Lord, man. They're gonna call you the prince of the power, man. They're gonna give you that respect. And they begin to be lords over us to devour us. But we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. Yeah, we're dealing with that to this very day, man. But that time is almost up. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure, man? It seems like a long time coming, man. But hey, man, it's right around the corner, man. That salvation is right around the corner, man. As Ezra is asking this question, how come we don't inherit the world, man? How long it's going to endure? Then that's the question that all the prophets ask, man. When is the kingdom of heaven going to be here, man? When are you going to come back? When are you going to establish the kingdom? But hey, man, we're in that time now where the Lord's going to establish the kingdom, man. You just have to endure. This is Romans 13:11, and that knowing the time that now is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believed, man. That salvation is near, man. How we know these prophecies, man? These prophecies are almost every day. Just got a couple more. Trump is the man to do it. Trump got to be the man. If he's not, hey, we're close. We're still close. Trump is the man to push that chip. Trump is the man to get these these race riots popping off, civil war popping off, this World War III pop off, this, ultimately, there's this microchip. That's the main prophecy we gotta look for, man. That's why all the technology is here. We always say the technology is here, man. It's gotta be made mandatory, man. And we're close. Hey, but the sons of strangers are gonna build up, the walls, Yahushai's kingdom, the walls of Yahushai's kingdom, which is the kingdom of heaven that's gonna be on the planet Earth. And the elect men, they're gonna be the joint heirs with Yahushai, man. These strangers are gonna build up the walls, man. They're gonna build up the kingdom, as slaves. With that, shalom.